Hey Colerain, I'm Jeff Weckbach, and I'm here to give you some insights in our upcoming Board of Trustees meeting on March 26, 2024. We're going to start the meeting by having a CIC meeting at 5:30. Then at 6 p.m., the board will adjourn into executive session, and the full meeting will start at 7 p.m. Up first at the full meeting are some presentations, one of which is a presentation on a speed study that was conducted on Sovereign Road in Noel, looking at the traffic patterns there over the past several months. That will be followed by a public hearing. This is a public hearing that is required for our Community Development Block Grant funding. These are federal dollars that we get that can be then awarded toward different projects in the township. After that, we'll move into public safety. We've got a few items in fire, mainly related to renewals of contracts for our AEDs and our COTS and different items like that. And then we've got several items in police. First of which is going to be a discussion about long-term funding challenges in light of the recent levy that failed this past week. Some of the other items on the police side include some noise permit resolutions. So there are requests for Club Trio and Quaker Steak and Lube to have noise permits to extend beyond the typical hours. And then we have our typical nuisance abatements for junk vehicles, tall grass, and trash. In public services, we've got an item on the agenda considering construction of basketball courts on Blanchetta Drive. This is a project that's being funded through grants that we were able to secure through Dick's Sporting Goods, as well as hopefully some CDBG dollars as well. We should hopefully have a contract ready for review and execution related to the road program for 2024, as well as a discussion around the stormwater district fees for 2024. In development, there's one item, and that's to set a public hearing for April 9th, 2024. This is for a text amendment related to group homes throughout the township. So this has been a subject of discussion at our past board meetings, and so this is a continuation of some of the actions that are being contemplated in that area. Under administration, there are a number of items, several of which all relate to permanent appropriations. As a reminder, in December, we typically adopt our temporary appropriations, which then are required to be adopted as permanent appropriations in March. Associated with that, we've got a few other items. We've got some items on the agenda related to the Sears property as well. So one is considering full legal services for that project, and another is for some engineering work related to a potential demolition of the site. We then have a couple of items related to other demolitions that were contemplated in the past. So 9929 Capstan was a project that was formally considered for demolition. We entered into an agreement with the property owners to allow them to rehabilitate the property. And then we have a similar discussion for 2684 Houston. There's a resolution on the agenda celebrating the 250th anniversary of America, which is coming up next year, and asking for Colerain to participate and potentially be selected as one of the Ohio communities that will be designated with a special designation for that celebration. And then wrapping things up, we've just got a couple of items on here related to sidewalks and RFPs for engineering services to put some more folks on our master list that we can pull from moving forward. Then we'll wrap up the agenda with our various consent items, which include contracts that are under my authority to sign, as well as new hires and donation acceptances. As always, we hope to see you in person on Tuesday night, and if you can't make it, please feel free to watch us online at waycross.tv. And as always, thank you, Colerain.